Let's move on then to the second team. That's the Washington Redskins. They finished with a 3-13 record. Big stories for them, obviously, this season. Started with left tackle Pro Bowler Trent Williams and tight end Jordan Reed never playing a game this season. Darius Geis only managed 5 games. Jay Gruden was sacked after an 0-5 start. Ron Rivera is now going to be Snyder's 7th full-time hire since buying the team in 1999. None of the previous 6 exited Washington with a winning record.
Yeah. Which
is harsh. And Bruce Allen's finally gone as well as the GM, which is the biggest bit of good news for the Redskins. He's an awful GM.
It's the biggest piece of good news for Ron Rivera. Because I have a feeling that Rivera might be doing in Washington what we're seeing in with the Texans.
Oh, the Bill O'Brien route.
Yeah.
Well, possibly, but Rivera's got a good track record. I think he's a great hire for the Redskins. He had a similar situation in Carolina just before they drafted Cam Newton, where it's a new quarterback. He's young. He's worked with that kind of player before.
Yeah.
He's got some good young talent on the defense as well. I don't think it's quite as bad as everyone makes out it is. They just haven't got an awful lot of depth.
No.
And they were hit down with injuries as well. You know, they're not going to get Trent Williams back unless he sees the new organisation and goes, all right, well, I'll play for them. But Dan Snyder, I think, was the big problem for him.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's him or Allen that was the real kicker there. Jack Del Rio's come in as new defensive coordinator. That's another plus. What?
I mean, I just remember some of the defensive play callings that Jack Del Rio was doing at the Raiders a couple of years ago. And
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not great.
Kevin O'Connell's going to stay as the offensive coordinator, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. But they had some positive moves, I think, this year. Their 3 wins came in Week 6 at the Dolphins. They won 17-16. That was with Case Keenum. Then there were 2 wins with Haskins in Week 12 against the Lions. It was a 19-16 win. And then the Panthers in Week 13, 29-21.
I mean, the big point for me on the Redskins is what they're doing at quarterback. Obviously, they signed Alex Smith to be their future quarterback for a number of years. He broke his leg in numerous places and probably will never play again.
Yeah.
And brought in Dwayne Haskins. Now, Haskins, I like the look of in college.
Yep.
He slipped for a reason. And it doesn't appear that he is turning into the franchise quarterback that they want or that they need. I mean, his completion ratio is 58.6. 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, sacked 29 times in 9 games. And most of those 9 games were not the full appearance. Those were bit parts that he played.
Some of them he played the whole game.
Some of them he did, absolutely. But a lot of them were where he'd come in and play a few downs, get sacked 6 times.
He was injured twice.
And go out. Yeah, through being sacked as well.
Yeah, that's the O-line.
So absolutely, so that's what I'm saying. It would be nice to see him with an O-line, but we can't judge him on something he hasn't done yet.
No.
And so...
Can't chastise him either.
No, his QBR is 26.9. I mean, that's lower than Marcus Mariota's. It's awful. And in every way measurable, Case Keenum was better than him. In every
He's got the experience,
way
hasn't he?
Measurable. But that's a concern.
It is a slight concern, but he has been messed around this season.
100%. I'm not saying bin him, it's just a concern. That's the big concern that's sticking out.
Which is why you want someone there like Rivera who's going to put a firm hand on the tiller, be a safe pair of hands.
Yep.
Be there for the long term as well, to have that stability in the dressing room. I mean, like you said, their offensive efficiency ranking was 32nd, defensive was 22nd, special teams was 4th. Overall ranking, they were the worst team according to official rankings.
Yeah, and PFF had them the worst team in the league as well. Their big positive was Adrian Peterson breaking all kinds of records this year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Terry McLaurin.
Yes, I was going to say Terry
who would
McLaurin.
never, in a redraft, would never go in the 3rd round. He'd be first round. He'd be the first Roger off the board.
I was going to say Terry McLaurin is their player of the season.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. And there's going to be quite a few times as we're going through this, so I'm going to say this person's their player of the season.
Mm-hmm. The last time the Redskins picked 2nd overall, Dave? 2012. And they took Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Robert Griffin III.
Oh, Jesus.
This is going to be the 4th time that Washington had the 2nd pick in the draft.
Okay, well, hopefully he ends up better than RG3.
RG3 was great his first season.
Yeah, until he got hit every time he ran forward, and then that was it.
That, again, was a failing of the coaching staff to not bring him out after he got knocked down the first time. Kept him with a bum knee against the Cowboys in the wildcard round, and ended up almost losing his leg.
I think the Redskins are the real wild card in the draft, because I don't think they're going to go QB.
No.
They're potentially going to go best player on the board, and there's 4 or 5 different positions that they can go to, so they're the prime candidates for moving down.
Again, the consensus pick is defensive end Chase Young, or outside linebacker Chase Young.
Potentially. But again, if they say, look, let's get more draft capital and get something else that we need, I think they're the prime candidates for moving down.
Well, the game plan this season was to stop the run, and they didn't stop the run, so that would help having Chase Young in there. And then working on the line in the later rounds.